Hi. So, yeah, I'm back. This is another little vlog thing. Just a makeup vlog. Just chit chat, as they say. Let me sit back a little bit. But this time, I want to rant about palettes. And which palettes specifically? Well, I just did my makeup, because I wanted to do a comparison. And I'm a little mad. I'm a little frustrated about some things with the palette I want to talk about. And it's basically a high-end versus low-end kind of thing, because one palette is $50, I think, and the other palette is $17. So there's kind of a huge price range right away, just right there, what I just said. It's already one for the lower end, because $17 is a lot better than $50. I say $50, but I'm not 100% sure if it was $50. This was a Christmas present to myself. It was the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I mentioned it in my summer favorites, I think, June, July. Yeah, I did. So I used to love this palette. This used to be my favorite palette. Just want to get that without blinding the mirror. But yeah, as you can see, very colorful, very gorgeous color selection. Yeah, it was my favorite. Because, I use the past tense, I say was, because then I got the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. And this is another one of those examples of Instagram made me buy it, YouTube made me buy it, like, whatever. I didn't even hear about BH Cosmetics until the Brazil palette, the first one. I did an unboxing of this because I was really excited about it. Because everybody wouldn't shut the fuck up about this. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, everybody wanted it, everybody was talking about it, everybody was using it for tutorials. And I wanted a piece of that. I was like, hell yeah, let me get in on that for $17, absolutely. But yeah, so it's 35 colors. The pans are a little small. That's pretty much my only, I think that's my only complaint about this palette, is that I wish the little pans were bigger, but it's perfect travel size, it's not overwhelming, and they're a great size. All my brushes fit into it, so, and they're just, I mean, the colors are just unreal. Unreal. So, I did my makeup today. I used a lot of yellows. It's kind of hard to, let me get in here. As you can see, so I used yellow, a little bit of like orangey pink and blue, but mostly yellow. So with yellows are always really difficult as far as pigmentation, regardless of the company, regardless of the palette. Yellow is just difficult, and I understand that. Unfortunately, yellow is one of my favorite colors, and I love using it. I've been obsessed with doing bright, colorful looks lately, just because in the past all I've had were like nude palettes, like the Kat Von D, not the contour palette, but the other one, like Shadow, Shade, whatever. You know what I mean. I had that one. I still have it. I rarely touch it, just because I got tired of neutrals after a while. I wanted to do something colorful, so that's why I asked for, or I wanted this for Christmas, basically. And I really wish that I didn't get it now, and that's going to sound kind of harsh, but when I tell you that these Urban Decay shadows, when I tell you they are not as pigmented as these are, and it's fucking mind-blowing because it's Urban Decay, and their thing is their colors, you know? They're loud, they're proud, they're rocker vibes, they're, you know, like, if you need colors, you either go to Sugar Pill or you go to Urban Decay. Like, it's just a common knowledge, pretty much. I know that, you know, loud and colorful is not huge in the beauty community right now. People love their nudes, and that's fine, because, you know, everybody's different. But yeah, let's see. the Urban Decay one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. So there's 21 shades in the Urban Decay palette, and there's 35 in the BH Cosmetics. And as I mentioned, one is, you know, $50 and the other $7. I don't even know if the Spectrum palette's available anymore, but it might have been limited. But at the time it was, you know, 50, whatever. And this one is still on sale. The BH Cosmetics, the Take Me Back to Brazil, is still on sale on the website. I don't know if it's $17 still. It might have gone up a little bit because I know that I got it like for a special. But even if it was like $20, $25, you're still getting the most pigmented shades I've ever worked with. Ever. Like, you know, Urban Decay has like a couple ones like Woodstock that are pretty prime, but like, I'm just so blown away. I'm blown away by this palette. I'm blown away by it. I wish I had like made notes or written stuff down to properly talk. This is just like a little vlog. Like, it's not like a official like video or review or whatever. It's more of like a verbal review than like an actual one. But still, like, I don't even know, man. Like, how wild is that? That the cheap random online palette is the most pigmented thing I've ever seen, and the Urban Decay palette, I like don't even want to use it anymore. Obviously I'm gonna keep it, but I just mean like, I don't know if I'm gonna, with the exception of like 1 or 2 shades, I don't know if I'm ever gonna reach for it now, because it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You know, the greens and the yellows are always the most difficult, and as far as the Urban Decay palette, like, they are still nice. Like this color here, Mean, which is like a really light green, it's more sparkly. It's still a beautiful color, you know, I'll still reach for it, maybe for inner corner and stuff, but yeah, the yellow is not as the Urban Decay yellow is not as pigmented as, let's see, these are pretty much the same color. This is the Urban Decay one, and this is the BH one. Look at the difference. Oh, maybe, yeah, there you go. Look at the difference. That's crazy. It's just, and it's the same color, it's just this one's way more pigmented. That's crazy to me. I wonder how many times I said that. Sorry. Definitely just wiped yellow eyeshadow on my carpet. Sorry about it. Future me will have to vacuum and she'll be mad, but that's future me's problem, not me right now. Me right now is flipping out over palettes. So, but yeah, I really do recommend BH Cosmetics now, because I'm just so impressed. I'm impressed. I'm blown away. I'm impressed. I'm excited. I was already excited about this palette, you guys know that, but I'm even more excited now because it beats out my Urban Decay palette, which I didn't think was possible. Here's a size comparison. Like, I thought this palette was huge, but like, this one, geez Louise. Yeah. Yeah, so pros and cons. I mean, the con for this one is the price. I don't know if it's paying for the special edition part of it, you know what I mean? Because it's all fancy and, you know, it's packaging. I don't know if I paid for the packaging or for the actual shades. I don't know. You know, maybe if this was $30, I wouldn't be complaining at all. But $40, $50, whatever it was, I don't know about that. Though I wish, like, I like the pan size for these more than I like the, oh god, I like the pan size because it's pretty decent, the square shape, or rectangle, I'm sorry, the rectangle shape, and then versus the, as I said, the only con I have is the smaller size for the palette for this one. But I'm just, not to jump on the bandwagon, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon, but I do highly recommend this a lot. Like, let me show you my eyes again. Like, I'm impressed. This wing's better, but I'm impressed, and I think it's gorgeous, and I've done other looks with it. I did a green and yellow look that was really pretty. It was more like a mermaid theme. Yeah, I think with the exception of maybe one or two shades, and they were one of the purples didn't pay off that well. But yeah, like there's almost no fallout from these. Like, it's kind of insane because fallout, like I would have nothing but fallout with my Urban Decay palette, which is fine because sometimes it's completely unavoidable, you know? Like, it's just part of it. But the difference is a little wild, you know? Because you're just so used to paying for what you think is quality, but you don't actually know. And then it's like, what are you paying for, you know? So I guess the point of this is, one, to absolutely 150 million% recommend this to everybody. The Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. Get it. Please. If you're into bright colors, get it. And like on a more like thought process kind of thing, like really like before you buy something, like break it down. Like, is it worth it? How big is what you're paying for? How pigmented is what you're paying for? Like, always test it out. Always like look around to see if you can find something similar. You know, don't be afraid to try smaller brands. Like, just pay attention to what you're paying for, if that makes sense. So now that ramble is over, yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm tired now. I have to go drink some tea and chill out. But yeah, everyone have a good day and have fun with your makeup.